The Mass readings for Saturday, January 15th, 2022, Saturday of the first week in Ordinary Time. A reading from the first book of Samuel. There was a stalwart man from Benjamin named Kish, who was the son of Abiel, son of Zeror, son of Bechorath, son of Aphiah, a Benjaminite. He had a son named Saul, who was a handsome young man. There was no other child of Israel more handsome than Saul. He stood head and shoulders above the people. Now, the asses of Saul's father Kish had wandered off. Kish said to his son Saul, "Take one of the servants with you, and go out and hunt for the asses." Accordingly, they went through the hill country of Ephraim, and through the land of Shalisha. Not finding them there, they continued through the land of Shalim, without success. They also went through the land of Benjamin, but they failed to find the animals. When Samuel caught sight of Saul, the Lord assured him, "This is the man of whom I told you. He is to govern my people." Saul met Samuel in the gateway and said, "Please tell me where the seer lives." Samuel answered Saul, "I am the seer. Go up ahead of me to the high place and eat with me today. In the morning, before dismissing you, I will tell you whatever you wish." Then, from a flask he had with him, Samuel poured oil on Saul's head. He also kissed him, saying, "The Lord anoints you commander over his heritage. You are to govern the Lord's people, Israel, and to save them from the grasp of their enemies round about. This will be the sign for you, that the Lord has anointed you commander over his heritage." The word of the Lord. The responsorial psalm. Today's responsorial psalm is Psalm number 21. Lord, in your strength the King is glad. Lord, in your strength the King is glad. O Lord, in your strength the King is glad. In your victory, how greatly he rejoices. You have granted him his heart's desire. You refuse not the wish of his lips. Lord, in your strength the King is glad. For you welcomed him with goodly blessings. You placed on his head a crown of pure gold. He asked life of you. You gave him length of days, forever and ever. Lord, in your strength the King is glad. Great is his glory in your victory. Majesty and splendor you conferred upon him. For you made him a blessing forever. You gladden him with the joy of your face. Lord, in your strength the King is glad. Lord, in your strength the King is glad. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 2, verse 13 to 17. Jesus went out along the sea. All the crowd came to him, and he taught them. As he passed by, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the customs post. Jesus said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed Jesus. While he was at table in his house, many tax collectors and sinners sat with Jesus and his disciples, for there were many who followed him. Some scribes who were Pharisees saw that Jesus was eating with sinners and tax collectors, and said to his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" Jesus heard this and said to them, "Those who are well do not need a physician, but the sick do. I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners." The Gospel of the Lord. Here are some thoughts on today's scripture. Jesus certainly chose some very strange people to be his followers. Levi was a tax collector, one of a much despised group of people. The Romans did not collect taxes themselves from their subject people. Local people paid a lump sum to the Romans, and they had the right to recoup their deposit in taxes. Of course, they had to make a profit, and this laid the system open to widespread abuse and corruption. They were regarded as traitors to their own people in collecting taxes for Rome. They hated colonial power. They and their families were social outcasts. No self-respecting and observant Jew would have anything to do with such people. Yet, here is Jesus offering one such person an invitation. "Follow me," he says. We need to know that Jesus never goes by stereotypes, nor does he judge people by their past behavior. He is only interested in what they can be now and in the future. There and then, Levi drops everything and goes after Jesus. Christ, have mercy on us. Thanks for listening. Have a blessed day. Remember to follow us on Instagram at accept_God_. You can also click on the link below, located below this video. Thanks.